Learning bridge for a couple of years, but hadn't really got around to do anything about it. And then I became aware there was an online course, and so I thought that would suit me really well. And I'd been wanting to do something with my husband, an activity that we could do together for long term and so on. I thought bridge was really just the ideal way to do that.
Well, I've always wanted to learn bridge, and I have 3 sisters who are very good at bridge, and I thought I should try. I had long ago, I had done a course, but I had too many other things on my brain at that time. But since COVID and since retirement, I had the time and I decided I needed a challenge.
I've always been really interested in bridge. A lot of my family members have played bridge, and more friends were playing bridge as well, so I felt like I wanted to be part of the action.
I had a girlfriend who'd done it, but she'd only done it online, so she put me in touch email-wise and forwarded my email on, and then once I started, it was fabulous.
And it was really about learning a new skill and meeting people, I think.
Well, I started in my early 20s, and it was when we were 4-card major openings, and it was more wine than it was actually cards. And then when I got, I played for a couple of years, and when I got older, I thought, I'm going back to bridge. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it.
And now I find I've got the time, and I had a number of friends who play bridge, and both here and overseas, who were starting to say, oh, you should take it up again. So here I am.
Well, my mum actually was an expert bridge player, and I never picked up a card. And when I stopped working, I decided I'd love to try and learn to play bridge after.
I think the scariest moment was when I'd been talking to a couple of friends who'd been playing bridge for decades, and one of them said to me that she considered herself, she was still considered as a novice, and I thought, oh my gosh, I'll be learning this for years.
Sitting at a table with experienced people.
Bidding.
Probably, and it continues, is when the cards first come down.
An incorrect bid, and my partner looked at me and said, why on earth did you say that?
Just generally, yes, but specifically, no.
Trying to get the bidding right.
I don't know if I can say it funniest, but I enjoy the face-to-face. I enjoy the people interaction.
Not funny as much as great fun. Had a fabulous teacher, Liz. She was amazing and made it fun for all of us, I think.
Oh, all the time. Every week it's funny because everybody makes mistakes.
Before we learnt about the cross, it was like looking at someone else's bid and going, I don't know how you think you're going to do that one. So that sort of was funny in my head. I didn't laugh at anybody.
Well, I don't have any laugh out loud moments, but I always put a smile on my face when Alan comes on and gives us advice. It's not always very conservative advice.
I always have a good time when I come to bridge. I've met so many wonderful people. I've found that everyone has been incredibly friendly and very, very welcoming.
I've made lots of friends by playing bridge.
Yes, I have. It's interesting, even though it's an online environment, you still see a lot of the same people from week to week. And over time we've come to know a few of those, and I think that could be a good association to continue as we go forward in playing.
Yeah, a lot of new people, new faces, haven't been here very long, but whoever I've met, everybody enjoys it.
We've got a study group that there are 4 of us that play at least 3 or 4 times a week, and we bounce off each other. It's a starting point for further study. We stick to that group fairly carefully, and we feel we know each other very well, but we play with other people if we're invited.
Yes. One lady who's not here today, so we're going to take a photo and send it to her because she couldn't come to the Christmas thing. And I missed that because we did a bit of carpooling as well, which was nice to have a chat on the way and on the way home.
I waited for the face-to-face classes And I'm really pleased I did, because I just love the people that I've met, and nearly everyone I've had the opportunity in the beginners class to play with has just been lovely.
I think so, yes.
It's extremely challenging, I think. There is a lot to conquer in terms of your strategy and so on, and I think I'm a person who likes to develop my knowledge and so on. So yeah, I think it's very challenging.
It is challenging, but I think it's an ongoing challenge. It's something you've got to play more regularly and just enjoy it.
Well, I already knew from my time before that bridge was going to be challenging, and I already knew I had to commit myself to spending the time to learn it. And I think being a fairly organised person and a fairly organised thinker really helps in picking up bridge. I'm not perfect. I'm still making lots of mistakes, and there's still opportunity for me to learn.
Yeah, it is a challenge, but I think it's good to be learning a new skill. I've recently finished up work, and to be able to learn something different and meet some new people, new friendships, has been absolutely fabulous.
Yeah, it was, and I think that's part of the enjoyment of having a challenge and having something new to learn.
It definitely is challenging. If one had been brought up with cards previously, but I didn't come from a card playing family, so it was very new to me. And I wanted to, I love the idea that it's something that you really have to commit to, and I've committed to it, and it's paying off.
Yeah, very, and I don't think I've learnt yet.
Absolutely. When I wasn't living in Sydney, I was learning bridge once a week, working full time, and tired and not concentrating on it. So I've made an effort this year to actually start really playing bridge.
Stick to it and go for it, and even if you have bad cards, good cards, just have fun, just enjoy it.
Be confident if you've played cards before. I found, as someone who played 500 and euchre in my youth, that was in good stead in terms of knowing what tricks were and those, and what no trumps were, those sorts of things. But it doesn't matter if you make a mistake, so get in there and have a go.
Oh, I think be prepared to spend some time in developing your skills. It's not something that you are going to feel that you've mastered in a couple of months, and there's always more to explore. I think it's very intellectually stimulating, and I think you need to be prepared for that. It's not something that's going to be super easy for anyone to do.
Study, treat it like you're at university, or treat it like you're learning a new language, because every hand is different. And I found that really frustrating at first because it is so challenging, but that's part of the fun of it too.
Firstly, you have to be prepared to put the time in.
I think the most important thing, which I've hinted at, is possibly it's very time consuming, and if you really want to do it well, you have to commit to the time.
No, just come to it with an open mind, I think.
I think it's been really important not only to attend the lessons, but also to do the practice sessions as well. Playing twice a week really means that the skill base has been enhanced. Fun, challenging, interesting.
Well, I found it challenging, and I'm enjoying it so far.
I think it's been a very challenging experience. I think it's been intellectually stimulating, and I think it's been an interesting experience.
Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic.
Challenging, fun, social.
Rewarding, stimulating,
Challenging, fun, and daunting.
Lots of fun, loving meeting new people, and loving the intellectual stimulation.
I think it's been extremely well organised and well planned. Obviously, a lot of thought has gone into it. We've had a number of different presenters, and all of them have been really good. And follow-up sessions, handouts and so on that have been available online, all the notes and so on have been really good.
Methodical.
Been great. The teacher we've had and the other people supporting the teacher have been very welcoming, very helpful, very good at explaining things and answering my silly questions from time to time. So I've had a great time and it's been good.
Oh, the North Shore Bridge Club lesson program's brilliant. I was playing duplicates somewhere else and I couldn't remember preempts at all, so I went back to Jessica's lesson and went through it again, and it's back, but not all the time. I still have to keep relearning.
I think that's amazing. I think because it's very interactive and you don't panic. So if you start, you've got help from day one and you can just call.
Liz is an excellent teacher, and her and Fiona and Kay have made an outstanding effort to make everybody feel welcome and appreciated, and so just generally speaking, it's been lovely.
Oh, fabulous. I've heard about other clubs and I know that we are looked after in terms of we're not just left after we've had a set of beginning lessons. So even though I'm back at work next year, I want to do like just beyond basics so I can keep on playing for when I retire.
North Shore Bridge Club has been incredibly well organised, but very supportive as well. I've come along trying to learn a new skill, which has been a challenge, but they've been there every step of the way and I've really appreciated the support.